Your personal finances are set for quite a few changes from next year. Starting right from January 1, 2023, some of it's good for your pocket, some not so good. So do not get caught unawares. Here are the major changes your finances are likely to go through in 2023. New bank locker rules. The Reserve Bank of India has asked all banks to renew their agreements with locker customers before January 1st, 2023. If you are an existing locker customer, you must furnish fresh proof of eligibility for a locker agreement with the bank and sign the agreement paper again. The RBI has told the banks to ensure that no unfair terms or conditions are covered in their locker agreements. The RBI has also made it mandatory for banks to install CCTV cameras to monitor their locker rooms and directed all banks to send SMSs and emails to the customer every time he or she accesses the locker. If any loss of locker content results from the bank's negligence, customers can get up to 100 times the bank charges. However, banks can now ask you to pay a term deposit when it allocates a locker to you. That deposit will be taken as 3 years' rent. However, that is only for new customers. Moving forward with change in credit card rules. If you use credit cards, find out from your bank if any rule changes are in the offing. HDFC Bank, for instance, will change some rules related to reward points for its customer from January 1st, 2023. The redemption of reward points for several cards will be capped at a certain amount. For rent payment made through third-party merchants, you will have to cough up a fee of 1% of the total transaction amount. You may also have to pay a charge for international transactions. SBI has also changed a few rules for its Simply Click card holders. If you own a credit card of these banks, find out if these rules to you and redeem the reward points by December 31st, if you will. Next, cars are going to get costlier. If you're planning to buy a new car next year, here is some bad news. Most major vehicle companies have declared a hike in car prices in 2023. Honda, Hyundai, Jeep, Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, MG Motor, Renault and Audi are on the list. While Honda cars may get costlier by 30,000, Kia vehicles may send you poorer by up to 50,000. MG Motors SUVs can get more expensive up to 90,000. Tata Motors will raise the price for both its ICE and EV models. So if your pockets allow it, buy a car right now to avoid paying extra. Next is a rule change for partial withdrawals from NPS. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority had in January 2021 allowed a national pension system subscribers to request partial withdrawal online through self-declaration. However, it is not how decided to return its old ways. The regulatory authority has said the online partial withdrawal facility from NPS through self-declaration will no longer be available for government sector subscribers from January 1, 2023 onwards. These will include employees of the central and state governments and central autonomous bodies. The next is the gas price changes. This change does not have much to do with the new year, but with the change of the calendar of the month, this change is also expected. CNG and PNG prices change mostly on the first date or the first week of the month. The prices of commercial cylinders will reduce in early November 2022. However, there is no change the prices of domestic LPG cylinders. IMEI registration mandatory for phone manufacturers. This change is related to the phone manufacturers. From first date, registration of IMEI number of every phone will be necessary for every phone manufacturer and its import and export company. The government is going to implement this system from January 1st, 2023 to curb the increasing digital fraud in the country and the world. According to CBDT, if you fail to file your ITR on or before December 31st, 2022, you will not only face the consequences as a non-filer, but a taxpayer can't even file a revised return after December 31st, 2022. So even for those taxpayers who have already filed the returns, revised returns have to be filed on or before 31st December in case of any error.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app Choose the language you prefer to get updates in and be up to date with the latest news.